is Giselle Bile, and I'm going to be talking about and explaining my most recent book, Whatever Happened to Penny Candy. My book talks all about inflation. It explains how it started, where it originated, and a couple different effects that inflation has on an economy. To start off, I will simply explain what inflation is. The definition of inflation is the action of inflating something or the condition of being inflated. For example, when a balloon is blown up, it is inflated. It is bigger than it was before. Inflation for a country is when the government prints more money. They often do this so that they have enough to pay for their expenses because they decided that this was a better option than taxing the citizens more. When the government starts printing more money than there is gold or silver to back it up, the value of the paper bill goes down and prices rise so that sellers can still get enough money to run their businesses. While an economy is in the process of inflation, it might not seem so bad, but inflation can have some serious effects on a society. When inflation gets too big, it can lead to depressions, which cause a lot of stress and hardship for a country. People lose their jobs, cars, and houses. When a depression gets bad, in some places, people can often not have enough money to survive. To help you understand the origin of inflation, I'm going to tell you where it all originated. It all started during the rule of the Roman Empire. The Roman government wanted tools, land, horses, weapons, and many more things, but they had to pay for everything. They kept running up against a common economic law, which is, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Yes, I know, this does sound weird, but let me explain. The quote is saying that everything has a price. Nothing is free. Someone always must cover the cost, whether that be the person acquiring the object or someone else in the world. When the Roman government saw that they didn't have enough money for all the things they wanted, they had to come up with a way to find more money. They decided to start clipping silver coins. When they got coins in from taxing the citizens, they would clip the edges and mix the silver with cheaper metals to make new coins so that there was more money in circulation. This worked for a little while. However, when people started to realize that some of their coins were lighter than others, the value of the silver coin started to go down because people knew that they were only part silver. This brought on Gresham's law, which states that bad money drives good money out of circulation. Nowadays, we don't use silver coins because when people started to realize that there were coins in circulation that were less silver, they kept using the ones that were bad and keeping their silver ones. Now that I have explained the basics of inflation and how it originated, I'm going to explain one aspect of inflation that a lot of people don't understand, and that is the price-wage spiral. This spiral all starts when the wages for employees in a company goes up. This then causes the company to have to start charging more for their products in order to equal out the costs. Because of the raised prices, the employees are not able to avoid the product, which leads to them demanding more money. It is a continuous spiral. Sometimes the workers don't understand that the company doesn't have money to pay them, so when they ask for more money, the company goes bankrupt. Bringing wages up too much causes a loss for jobs because it's cheaper for companies to buy machines to do the work than pay people. Sometimes the government has tried to implement wage price controls, but it has never worked. You can't stop the price of something going up if the value of the money goes down. This just causes more strikes because why would people keep working if the value of the money they are being paid continues to go down and they can't afford to purchase everything they need? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wrap up. If I had more time, I could explain many more effects of inflation, but we will have to save that for another time, or you can just read my book. If everyone understood even a little bit about inflation, then maybe we could soften the blow of it. If people understood how to avoid the repercussions or find ways to fix the problem before they even got too big, then the countries would be able to stay strong instead of going into depressions every couple decades. With the small amount of information I have given you today, I hope that you can take away a better understanding of inflation and how and why it happens. Hopefully, you'll be able to see when it starts and to affect your life and be ready for whatever happens. Thank you.